the myth, the legend, the Rocket 3 from Triumph. Alright, I'm here at Tampa Triumph, my friends, and I'm having my bike looked at because the battery service wrench came on. Well, not the battery, the service wrench came on because my battery died, so they're going to clear that for me. But while I'm here, they said, hey, you want to take a Rocket 3 out for a test ride? And how could I say no? So here we are with a Rocket 3. This is a 2020 with less than 1,000 miles on this thing. Look, single-sided swing arm. Got the nice sparkly paint job here. Of course, that huge 2,500cc engine that's like 190 horsepower, something like that, and 5 million foot-pounds of torque. Shaft drive, Brembo brakes, comfy saddle type seat on there. Let's take it for a ride. This looks really cool. They left a washer here because they put the plate on. I'm going to put this right here. Alright, I've never ridden a Rocket 3 before. This will be an experience. Look at the size of that gas tank. It's absolutely huge. Oh my gosh. What are we doing? This thing's like riding a bull, man. Wow. I feel like I'm getting ready to like be released in one of those rodeos where you gotta ride the bull for like 6 seconds. Let's adjust the mirrors here a little bit. Put the kickstand up. Now this Rocket 3 has the forward controls, so their feet go forward. Some Rockets, you can have them right below you. And I think it depends. Yeah, this is the GT, so okay, here we go. Look at this. I'm just trying to check out what we got going on here. We've got fuel, coolant, tachometer, speed. Okay, pretty basic. It's a nice looking dash. Oh my gosh. When you start it up, the whole thing just kind of twists on you. Nice big deep growl. This is a bull. Got a little windscreen, little accessory charger there. Turn signals. This is all very much just like mine. So that's nice and familiar. Coolant temp okay. Oh, smooth. Alright, let's take her for a ride and see what she's all about. Okay, so the forward controls are really weird. When you're not used to that, like putting your feet so far forward is just crazy. So now I've got my hands forward and my feet forward. Ugh. Wow, quite a firm suspension on this thing. Wow. I don't know if it has a quick shifter. I forgot to look. It's got a nice snappy transmission though. Like, it goes into gear really nice. It feels really good when you're clicking up gears. Very smooth. Very well balanced. You know, for a bike that's I'm sure it's easily over 500 pounds. It's just so weird to put your feet up when you get going here. just like the engine is so big and torquey. 3 little gears and you're all the way, you're up to 50 miles an hour and like nothing. The brakes feel really nice. I mean, this bike here is practically brand new. I think he said it was under 1,000 miles. It's very low, so you can flat-foot it. It's very comfortable just, you know, sitting here on it. You just have to get used to it. When you take off, you just kind of swing your legs forward until it hits the pegs. It's so funny. And then you're kind of in this weird position where your legs are in front of you and your arms are in front of you. I'm surprised at how firm the suspension is. I wonder if there's different modes on this thing. Yeah, looks like we're in road mode. It doesn't look like this has electronic suspension, so you'd have to manually dial it in. I doubt that the previous owner did that. It's very nicely balanced. Compared to the FTR, the Indian FTR I rode last week, I mean, I'd have to say this is even more comfortable, although that makes sense because this is, you know, a cruiser. I guess if I really needed to pigeonhole it into a subgenre, I'd call it a muscle bike. It doesn't get any more muscular than a Triumph Rocket 3. You just barely twist the throttle, man, and it just goes. It doesn't matter what gear it's in. It's not you know, the interesting thing about it though is it's not an intimidating bike. It's not a bike that you like, oh, you know, I gotta ride around in a parking lot or something for a minute to get used to it. She just goes so effortlessly. I wasn't even looking down, so I don't know what I hit there, but I'm sure it was over 60. Short shifting too. That's all like, you know, quarter throttle. If you're the person who likes torque, and who doesn't like torque, like I said, right? Torque is just so much fun. It's just, how can you go wrong with this bike? This is the king of torque. The Rocket 3. So I found out the story on this one is that the previous owner just traded it in for the new Evel Knievel Rocket 3, which is a limited edition bike that has like the Evel Knievel paint scheme and his name on it and stuff. In case you were wondering, why would somebody trade a Rocket 3 in with less than 1,000 miles? One thing for sure, and I say this on every test ride, in terms of like, does this feel like something you could ride all day? Absolutely. The seat just holds you right, you know, right where you, all the places that feel good to be held. And it's just got a nice feel to it. You could ride this all day long. I feel like I could just, I don't know, get on the highway and go, man. just so effortless. Just so effortless. Because basically, you know, at 2,500 cc's and 190 horsepower, whatever it is, I mean, this is basically a car engine. Let's be honest. I think there are cars out there with smaller and weaker engines than this. Matter of fact, I know there are. It's just amazing to sit on top of an engine on two wheels like this. This is probably, I would consider, well, it's the most expensive motorcycle that Triumph makes in their entire lineup. So I guess you could consider it their halo model or their flagship model overall. I'll dig up the MSRP on this, but I think it's somewhere around 32,000 if you know, add all the bells and whistles to it, depending on which flavor Rocket 3 you get. She's got a nice low grumble. The brakes feel really nice. Brembos front and back. The suspension, like I mentioned, it's surprisingly firm. I thought it would be a lot cushier. Look, you can actually feel the road, you can feel the bumps. Bigger bumps actually are pretty stiff, you know. You can feel it in your spine. Is it a bike you can ride in this urban setting with all this traffic? Well, I'm doing it. It's not that big a deal. If it had the pegs below you, it'd be even easier. But once you get used, I mean, I'm already used to the forward pegs. It's just, you just got to remember, swing your legs forward. You just feel like you're ready for the drag strip. You know, if you just like that straight road acceleration. Would I buy one? I've never been one to like heavy bikes. You know, even though this is comfortable and it's got all that fun torque and everything like that, but I don't know, still always, you know, riding around and having to deal with this mass. It's a big bike. Not physically, it's not like a big Harley bagger, you know. It just weighs a lot, right? It's just got a lot of mass to it. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, if you're into this kind of thing, knowing you've got this is the biggest engine you can get on a motorcycle. And probably the most torque, if not the most, right up there, you know. I mean, I think it's a great option if you're looking for a muscle bike and you want that big engine, all that torque. I don't know if I'd get the forward pegs though, the forward controls. I'd probably do the standard. But that's a preference. That's a personal preference. This has heated grips, cruise control. I wonder if it has heated seat. It might have a heated seat. Alright, well that was our quick little ride on the Rocket 3. I really appreciate Tampa Triumph letting me take it for a spin. If you're in the market for a motorcycle, new or used, by all means, you got to check out Tampa Triumph. Even if you're out of state, it might be worth, you know, give them a call if they've got a bike you're interested in. They've got a Bobber TFC that is absolutely gorgeous. Limited edition. I mean, it is just breathtaking, the detail in that motorcycle. So yeah, big shout out to Tampa Triumph for letting me take the Rocket 3 for a spin.